Welcome back. So if we're going to hold the government accountable, that means we need to know what the government is doing. Step number one, every asset of the government should be listed. We have a right to know every dollar that every government agency at every level owns. You know, it's kind of funny, the government actually doesn't own anything, because whatever is in the government coffers actually belongs to us. It's like we give it to them in trust to do the jobs we have tasked them with doing. And so we collectively as a society have said, we will allow you to tax us in order to have the resources that you need to do the job we want you to do. But those resources don't belong to the government. It's a trust. There really are resources that we've entrusted to them to do the job. So there should never be hidden funds. There should never be huge pileups of cash. In Pennsylvania, the Post-Gazette last year ran an article, and other papers did too, about the millions and millions of dollars that school districts across this Commonwealth are amassing while they're raising taxes. Why? And why isn't that publicly available? When the budget in Pennsylvania was passed last year, there was a huge gap in the budget, and a group of legislators came forward and said, you know what, we can close that gap with a fund of about $400 million that sat in Pennsylvania that most people didn't even know existed. Well, you can't hold government accountable if you don't know how much it has. So the first step in restoring the idea that government has responsibilities but not rights, and that government is the servant of the people and must be answerable to the people, is to say that every government asset at every level must be clearly listed so the people know, well, how much money of ours do you have in trust before you attempt to take more, and then how are you managing it and what are you doing with it? Because we can't make good decisions about the use of assets if we don't know what the assets are. That's a very doable thing, and it's an intelligent place to start. You would do that in your home. When you want to build a budget, the first thing you say is, well, how much do I own? What do I have? Government needs to start there. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how the government taxes us, and then we'll follow up from there. See you then.